It's a good song.
Are we gonna have to change songs? Are we gonna have to change songs?
So that's actually still something we need to figure out. I'll be very honest with you. If you would have
Ah,
asked me this question 6 months ago, my absolute answer would be, yeah, let's get a new song and new music. The more I listen to it,
it
I
is
think we
tempting.
might keep it over.
I do like it,
It's
or at
catchy.
least for now.
Here's the thing. The It's 100% ours. It's
Yep.
100% original.
Yep.
It literally is a piece of music composed by a dude who just like played every instrument in that track. There are no samples.
Specifically
There's
for a
nothing.
podcast for us.
Yes, I said, "Hey, can you make me a thing?" back in like
Yeah.
2015,
You don't
and
have to say
he made me a
dates.
thing. Dude, we've had that.
It could have been 3 weeks
That
ago on a
song,
Wednesday. They don't need to know.
that track has floated around on things you and I have done for
A minute.
8 years.
The lost episodes. Oh.
So it's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. I'm Mike.
Thirsty. I'm Brendan. I'm thirsty.
People of the internet, it's time to drink. It is time to party. While I'm pouring drinks, Brendan, will you do me a favor? Will you make sure this thing is live for the people on the internet? We've always
Now
had
you hate
things
when
happen.
you're gonna make me actually like look away from the screen and look
Yes,
at my phone.
this
Like,
one time I
just,
am.
why don't you just be
This
in
one
the
time I
chat
am.
like usual and be like, hey, Bob, are you? Because it's probably Bob. I'm okay. Look, I'm looking
Oh,
at
I
YouTube.
forgot
It
I
says
can get a
we're live.
chat.
Oh, we are live. Oh gosh, we're live, and I'm being loud. See? Damn it, Mike! Look what you made me do.
Oh, I don't want it there. I want the chat
You know-
over here.
You know what I need? I need a glass with some
You drinking?
whiskey stones.
Hold on, I'm putting the chat up here.
I'm gonna
talk to the
start.
people. And now we're drinking. Okay, so what do you got?
There you go. This whole show isn't drinking; it's just how we start. But it's a good portion. I'm gonna go.
The
back
first
to
word
something.
is thirsty.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Great copper foil on that bottle. That's one of my favorite like packagings of a bottle of whiskey, between the foil, the cork top, the tan
Yeah.
label with the red ink, and the fact that it's a stouter bottle than a normal bottle of whiskey.
This is a very solid bottle. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the bottle you grab in a bar fight. This is a thick bottle.
Remind the viewers,
for those of you
viewers and the people what that is.
This is Johnny Drum. For those of you not familiar, it is bottled and distilled by the Willet Distillery. Willet makes so many good things, in my opinion. I love a lot. Willet's like Four Roses to me. They don't do much bad in my eyes. It's a sour mash, right? Yeah, sour mash whiskey. 101 proof of happiness. I've got it over some chilled whiskey stones this evening because I do like the little bit of the lethality that it has. No, I'm sorry. The spice. The spice.
The spicy undertone.
The spicy.
Oh my gosh! I get dried apricot.
I'm tasting
I'm getting-
toffeed
Oh.
apples, and I'm tasting candied fruit and ball sweat.
Let me teach you guys a little tip if you're ever sipping bourbon. Tell them that you taste dried apricot, and they will love your
And
palate.
black currant.
I've used that several times. Ooh, black currant. Nah.
Dried apricot.
I wouldn't know what black currant tastes like right now.
That could be. Here's the thing, and I'm a marketing guy. I'm gonna call myself that. That's a shirt.
Are you?
Well, like you know how certain brands have the shirt where it's like a name and name and name and name. Like a breakfast place will say biscuits and egg. It's a black shirt, just words like biscuits and eggs and gravy and like hash browns, and it's just like the simplest shirt ever. They would have like the Ramones had
sleep,
one
Suplex,
where it was like
repeat.
yes, ours could just be like apricot, black currant, licorice, clove and honey, or candied fruit. The easiest like picks for how to describe whiskey.
Yeah.
Stone fruit. Stone fruit's a big one.
Stone fruit, leather.
Leather, tobacco notes.
I'm getting notes of tobacco, dried apricot, and yeah. What are you
I
sipping on
I
tonight?
love when they say a combination of things. Like I heard somebody say like candied lemon peel. I'm like, that's very specific for whiskey.
I
Like
specifically got a leather saddle.
a
If you want
leather
my honest
saddle.
opinion, right now, I'm at a farm, and it's in a good way. I mean this in a good way. Like that smells great. It smells like I'm in a barn, and there's a saddle, a clean barn, not
Okay.
a. Somebody's got a stable boy or stable girl that's doing their job, and they're shoveling their shit and all that stuff.
Stable
Because you're not
boy or
smelling
stable girl?
shit. Yeah. A
Oh,
stable
like
person.
they work in a stable. I thought you meant like mentally
Yeah.
or like emotionally.
Oh, yes, an unstable person.
Someone
Yes,
has a stable boy or a stable girl in their life.
Can you be an unstable stable person?
Could you
Probably.
be? Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. The unstable stable. That's like the third level Disney like Marvel show, The Unstable Stable Boy. He like just works on like one of Tony Stark's like farms, and he didn't get a full Iron Man suit. He just got like one Iron Man glove, and he has to use it for like scooping horse shit. He's the unstable.
He's saying he's
stable boy.
also unstable because he's off balance with his weight. He's got one glove, and he's
gigantic metal glove that he always leans to one side like this, and he can't
thinking
walk
mental
straight.
capacity, and all of a sudden you've turned him into like dragging like the Hunchback.
Yeah, yeah. He's just got
Okay,
one,
good. Okay.
just one glove, just dragging the ground until he has to scoop up a big horse turd with it, and then he's got to like pick it
again.
up, swing it like an anime character, ah! And that's how he learns he can save the universe.
Again, 7 minutes in, we haven't covered one topic we thought we were going to. We've used the phrase "horse turd" to save the universe.
So
This
we're
is off
drinking
to a good start.
delicious.
We don't even know what
whiskey.
you're drinking yet.
I was about to go into it. That's the setup. That's the setup part.
Oh, fantastic.
'Cause you're
Horse turd
drinking-
was the setup.
Yes, Johnny Drum 101. Horse turd, my whiskey. It's in the notes for this run of show. So
Okay, gotcha.
I've got a whiskey that we're both familiar with. We both love. I think this has been on here before. I'm going to give you 2 hints. Name is about Kentucky. Also, very stout ass interesting bottle. You hit somebody over the head with this, they're Dunsky. Interesting shape.
And it's not Willet.
No. I'll tell you the distillery that makes it.
Is it from Four Roses?
No.
I was gonna say Four Roses small batch. That's a stout bottle.
It's from Barton.
It's from Barton.
It's not a very
Is
old
it?
Barton.
Oh, does it have Kentucky in the title?
No.
Okay, I don't know. I've had my guesses. Show me the top of it. Oh, that's Ridgemont Reserve 1792.
You used the old name. I love you for that. You used the name that
Oh
nobody
man, that
calls
shows
it
you
by
how
anymore.
long I've been out of the. It shows you how long I've been out of the business.
It's just
What did I not
1792
say?
now. No,
Oh,
it's
it's just 1792
they
small
took
batch?
Ridgemont off the label. This used to be.
Oh, wow.
If you're wondering why we're having this weird whiskey moment, this used to be called Ridgemont Reserve 1792. 1792 being the year that Kentucky became a Commonwealth. Why that
Back
year
when
is on there.
Elijah Craig had a 12-year.
So this whiskey is one of my favorite whiskeys. This was Brendan and I have often talked about the shelf. When a bar we worked at, every bartender got a shelf that they would put like their 5 whiskey picks. Here's what I recommend on the shelf.
Yeah.
This was very often on my shelf.
And they had to be under
Ooh.
$20, if I'm not mistaken.
Great.
Right? That's a good pop.
Yeah, $20 a
Good
pour,
pop.
right?
I think it was 20 or less, yeah.
Yeah. But also super stout bottle.
Or maybe it was 12, because I think my Eagle
Very
Rare was
thick
my
bottle.
top at 12. Or no, Eagle Rare was $8 a pour back then. God, Eagle Rare was easy to get. Elijah Craig 12. That was called Ridgemont. That is pretty.
I love this whiskey.
Mine's a little darker.
You're a Whiskey Stones guy.
It depends. Usually with whiskey, I'm an ice ball. I don't have either of my Death Star ice molds made up at the moment. Usually I am stones for mezcal and ice because I do like a little bit of dilution. But I'm actually thinking about dropping a little water in here shortly.
I normally do like
It's sweeter. I don't know.
it's situational for me, really, with
Yeah.
what I do with my whiskey for the show, for the podcast, for the show. Straight, neat. I
Are you in a bigger room than usual?
am I in a bigger room? Does it sound like I'm echoing?
No, the room looks bigger.
Hold on. We can show this to the people.
Wait, I'm missing something.
I'm not in a bigger room.
Oh,
I'm in the
no.
same
It
room
looks
I'm
like you
always in.
just zoomed out.
No, I'm in the same room I'm always in.
Oh, I think I might not. Okay, never mind. I think I might not be having a normal screen that I have, and that's what my issue is. So that's where I'm at, but that's not a problem. That's a podcast thing, and what my display currently looks like. I think
Well, the
that
thing,
doesn't mean you have to change it.
I'm always helpful.
That doesn't mean.
I'm
See,
always
that's what
live and I'm helpful.
No, that's not
And-
helpful. Now I have to look at the skipping version of us. Oh, Jesus.
Fine. People on the internet.
No, I'm
this
just
is
kidding. That's
fascinating.
fine. Oh.
This is fascinating to the people. 1792 whiskey. This is 93.7 proof. That's an interesting proof. What proof? You're 101, John.
93.7, 101.
That's interesting.
50.5% alcohol. Wait, what's the percent? What's that percentage? Wait, what'd you say it was proof wise? 93 point.
93.7. 46.85%.
So it's 40. What it? Wow, look at you.
46.
Oh, you
it's
see
on the
it there.
label.
Okay, yeah, never
It's
mind.
on the
Like, oh,
bottle, dude.
I'm
Don't give
thinking-
me credit for math like that. You're like, you divided that by a half. You did by 50 per
I
50
sat there and
really
went
quickly.
40, and you went 46.2. I went, wow, he's really good.
No, it tells you both on the label. They know they're selling
right.
to people in Kentucky.
Fantastic, nice.
So this is a wonderful whiskey. It's a wonderful Thursday. What else is going on?
I don't know. What's up with you? I
Man,
forgot.
I'm older.
I restarted Starfield. That's been a whole thing. I know we weren't going to talk about that, but I restarted Starfield. I'm still loving the Switch. The Switch is my home for the games I love and the things that I don't know. Like, I don't double up many times on systems where I will have the same game on two systems. But there was currently a sale like on, and I was like, that's something I could use portably on downtime at work because my job does fortunately have downtime, and it's been a nice thing to get. I don't know if I should say paid to play Switch.
I'm sitting here thinking about how terrible I am in that situation where I have bought a game on one system and then bought it on another system, or because one of the free like services gave me that game on another system, so I downloaded it. Every Doom game. I have every Doom game on the Switch. I have, and by every Doom game, I mean I have the original Doom 1, 2, and 3. I have Doom 64. I have the Doom from 2016. I have Doom Eternal. I love Doom. But also have it on Xbox and PlayStation.
Do you have any Doom Funko Pops?
They exist, but I've never bought them.
You have quite the Funko Pop collection. I didn't see any when I was at your place recently, so I didn't know if you have a Doom one.
Most of them are in here. Funny thing you bring that up. I'm going through a phase, and I realized this today. I think the collecting on Funko, it's slowing down. I think
take a very special Funko Pop, or
no. So I would have said about a year ago, I probably whittled it down. Before that, I collected everything: movies, TV shows,
real quick,
comic books.
Real quick,
wrestling.
Can I ask for the people? Do you have a roundabout number of Funko Pops that you give the people an idea of what your level of collection before you explain this?
We're probably at about 500.
If you had to guess between you and Kelly.
In this household, we're probably over 500.
Okay.
So,
wow. Those are your Beanie Babies.
That's me collecting like a ridiculous psycho. That's my wife buying ones that she likes, and then my daughter also buys a bunch that she likes as well. My daughter has like all of the Loki TV show. She's gotten into Power Rangers, so she started getting like the old school Power Rangers. But I'd say about a year ago, I really said to myself, unless it's something special or a gift, I'm only going to buy myself WWE Funko Pops. I had narrowed it down to where I'm just going to collect wrestling. I bought all of Seinfeld when they came out, so I have the entire series of that. I have every hockey player I think I'm ever going to want. I have Joe Burrow.
I mean, your Jay and Silent Bob is very cool.
I have so many Kevin Smiths that I'm ever going to want. So really, when it came to new ones coming out, it's going to be wrestling. There's not many comic book characters I'm going to be like, I have to get this guy. It's like that.
Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction too.
Those
don't you?
are, from what I understand, two of the
Or-
hardest ones to find that I do have. I have that
Oh,
pair.
okay. Okay.
The boxes are beat to hell on those.
Oh, really?
Two. But from what I understand,
Get
they're
out. They're rough guys.
the corners. It's for some reason
Gotcha.
the corners of these boxes will travel and will get bashed up. You'll order them from
Who's
Amazon
that?
sometimes.
Joe Burrow.
That's Joey B, baby. So right here on the desk next to the
Is
Switch.
that blonde?
No, I
Is
wish.
it, how
they need to put
updated
out a
are we? Is
blonde
this
Joe.
blonde hair Joey?
Oh no, this is from like
Okay.
last season. But I got on the desk, of course, I got
Gotcha.
Joe and Wayne. So
Nice.
that's my favorite Gretzky.
Nice.
Oilers Gretzky.
I like that. Edmonton Oiler Gretzky.
Yeah,
That's good.
Oilers
I think
Gretzky.
of, I
over
mean, I
Kings
think of Gretzky with the Kings, but side by side, you got to go Oilers.
Most people are going to remember.
Yeah, I was at your house. I
Kings
didn't
Gretzky.
see him. I was at your house having some of the best damn pork butt I've had, by the way. Let's talk about that pork butt hero.
Pork Butt Hero.
I've
Ooh,
been,
can
like,
that be my video game, Pork Butt Hero, where you have to like move to the moves, move to the dance, and make the pork barbecue? You got to move like this. Ooh, it's Nintendo Switch. You get a Switch controller in
sound
each
like you were
hand.
doing a rap. Make do to the dance, barbecue. What? Oh my gosh! You could do it on the Switch. Like, yeah, you flip, you use the wrist motion, and then yeah. What is that? No, that's a different game. Stop it. Stop it.
That's shaken, but anyway, continue.
Okay. Oh, you were putting the dry rub on.
That was shake and rub. You gotta rub your meat.
That was. God damn it. My favorite part about it was when you were showing, I forgot who it was, because I remember your wife making a comment about, look at the boys all around the meat. And that was the moment that you pull the bone out and decide that you're going to chop the meat with the bone.
So
And
that's the.
it's a great way
moment.
to tell that it's perfectly done and tender. That's the right way to tell, right?
I think that really and I've been getting into barbecue for about the past 3 years. I got a smoker when I moved into this new house. Started like reading recipes, buying all the stuff you have to buy, and trying. I will say I think the pork butt is the thing, and my wife will probably attest to this, that I have figured out. Like I make a killer pork butt. Like I'm working on a few other things. I'm still figuring out
delicious.
brisket, but I could do a pork butt with my eyes closed. And really, like you said, I always buy a bone in. A lot of people I know, a lot of my friends that do barbecue will buy boneless pork butts with the bones already removed. No, thank you. That's the flavor, and also that's that moment you're talking about where I put my glove on, I put a heat-proof glove on, I put a rubber glove on top of that. It's the pork will already have shrunken away from the bone and kind of pulled away from it, so you can see it doing that. So just pull that bone out, and the bone is shaped like almost like a
Sorry.
Y. It's almost shaped like a big. It's like a Y when you pull it out, so you can kind of use it almost like you said. You just use it, break the meat up, and it is that stupid fucking primal moment where you're like, "Look at me! I made a piece of
It was,
meat. and I'm
100%.
breaking it up with a bone." Oh, you feel like a total badass.
Oh, it was. Real quick, you need to flip me back to the original view that I had, because I just realized how hard it is to look at a 2x2 screen in the lower right corner for me. Perfect. Thank you. Now I can almost make it look like I'm looking at you. But, because, okay, pulling the curtain back, what I was seeing for a second is two big versions of us with all the electronics and equalizers, but that version is constantly skipping and buffering. For us to be moving live the way we are right now, I had to look over to the right-hand side of the screen where there's these two little screens, and mine was down in the corner where you would look at the time on your PC. So I'm just sitting here looking like this the last little while, and I realized that I just look like I don't care. It looks like I'm in a loveless marriage with you. I'm just looking off, wishing that you would shut the up. But
I guess it is a loveless marriage.
it kind of is. Kind of is.
It is.
You didn't call me when you called me yesterday. I had lots of great ideas.
I know, and you nag me all the
5
time.
minutes is all I needed.
You
You
nag
act like
me.
you got a wife or
You nag me about like buying video games, and you nag me about you nag.
you
This
nagged
is a
me
loveless
about buying a
relationship.
console. You
And you
nagged
did
me
it.
about buying
And you're
a
happy.
console.
You said you were happy with it. You just said you're happy with it. See,
I don't think I'm happy anymore. I'm in
See?
a loveless marriage.
we're in a loveless marriage, people.
I always knew that my soulmate was somewhere just pushing on a door that says pull. And it's you.
I'm the push on your pull. Is it me and you in a Honda Odyssey? Is it just me and you
Oh,
in a
man.
Honda Odyssey just shredding, just stabbing and shooting and setting each other on fire?
I did watch that movie. And I will say that might be the coolest thing that's ever happened in a Honda Odyssey. For those
So,
of you who haven't
you
seen
saw
it,
Deadpool.
this might be where you want to check out. There will be some. If you haven't seen it by now, you're waiting to watch it on streaming anyway. And
I think we
You're
can. I
gonna
think we
find
can
out.
dutifully avoid the final ending and still talk about a good amount of the movie. But I think I think we can avoid.
we don't have to talk about a good amount of the movie because I didn't understand a good amount of the movie, to be honest with you.
Really. You're not a comic book guy.
I don't think.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
really
going to
not.
take that phrase back. You like comic book characters and comic book story and storytelling, and you like the journey that kind of a storytelling takes you on, but I don't know you to be a comic book reader.
I never got comic books when I was a kid. I never. They weren't a gift. They weren't a thing I knew about. I didn't care. Like, I don't know. My buddy Dave had comic books. I never sat there and went, God, I wish I got into. I don't know why, and it never struck me. Like, I like the Batman movie, which I like with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton. I like the characters. I like the cartoons. I liked X-Men '97. I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I like the old. But yeah, I didn't really do the comic books, but I love the. I mean, I'll tell you what. One of the best stories that I have played that involves comic books is that Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5. Unbelievable. And I have a feeling we're going to come back around that to us in a second because we're on this brutal kick. Man, have comic book movies changed? Let's start with Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, let's talk about, even if what the other trailer that I wanted you to see, how freaking brutal is Marvel becoming? Good Lord. I've never seen anybody punch anyone with a bear trap. Awesome.
And you're talking about the Kraven the Hunter trailer, which
I really am.
Just recently dropped. I have feelings about that we can get to.
Okay, yeah. We'll start with Deadpool versus Wolverine. My thing is, real quick, going in, I did not see Logan.
Hold on.
I did.
Hold on. You didn't see Logan?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I know about X20 blah 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 or X10 or X.
Yeah, but it's really meaty.
Johnny 5.
It's really meaty dialogue and really interesting like stuff though. Like comic
know,
books
I should've
aside,
seen it by now.
you need to watch that movie just to watch Hugh Jackman be a fucking stud.
Here's my problem I realized today. I say I'm not a movie guy. I don't want to commit to the movie.
What does that mean?
I don't want to commit to, you know what, I'm going to sit down for 2 hours right now and do this and focus. Because I don't think I can do that as a human being. Like, I've not been good at it. But I will sit here today and watch 2 episodes of The Orville back-to-back that were both an hour long apiece. And all of a sudden I've watched the length of a movie. Or I'll play a game for an hour and a half or 2. And it's because the story draws you. I mean, that's more of a choose your own adventure. You're getting the same, like, I mean, some games have become like movies now, but I don't know. It's very odd. Like, you almost need to trick me into watching a movie. Get it on the TV, have it started, and get me drawn into it. Because a lot of times from the outside, if you tell me we're going to watch a movie, I'm out. No.
See,
I
I'm the
won't.
opposite.
Put on a Family Guy, and then we'll watch
Exactly
6
the
Family Guys.
opposite. It's so hard, and my wife tries to get me to watch shows with her, and it's so hard to get me to commit to watching an episodic television show. We just started Community yesterday. Just started watching Community.
Never saw Community.
I'm 3 episodes in. I'll recommend it so far. It's adorable. It's from like 2009 is when it started.
It's
The
Joel
actors
McHale and
are
like
very good in the show.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's 2024 Joel McHale. So what I will say, if you've seen him do Joel McHale for all of this time, it's like watching it's like proto Joel McHale. Like he's just like, oh, so he acted exactly the same 16 fucking years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do recommend it.
Okay, so Deadpool versus Wolverine. I will say this real quick. In the short period that I was in college, before I went away and performed and did other stupid little random things that helped me on my long climb to the middle, I did stage combat for a while. And stage combat was so much fun to me. I loved watching people choreograph fights. I think that's a part of why.
Hold on. Pause. Are you opening another drink?
Oh, I did. I did just crack something. I'm so sorry.
You can't open a drink and not show the people. What are you doing? The show, once again, Thirsty's in the... Look at the finger. The finger right. Thirsty's in
right?
the name.
I know. I'm on a high noon. Do you want to guess the flavor?
Ooh, you're on a high noon.
It's a vodka high noon.
I was going to say, is it a vodka or tequila? It's a vodka high noon. Vodka high noon.
It's one of my favorite flavors.
Pineapple.
That would be true any other time. It's my other favorite pineapple flavor in that category.
Do they have black?
I love
cherry?
tropical fruits.
Lime? Mango. Is a mango a tropical fruit?
Yeah, I think.
Huh.
Wouldn't it be?
Tropical?
Well,
tropical?
I mean,
where's the mango?
I haven't seen it. I don't think there's a mango farm in Iowa.
I'm
Is
looking
there?
at the chat. Where?
Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
I'm looking at the chat. Where do mangoes primarily grow? This is like having live Google. That's the concept of the entire show. We don't know anything. We ask the audience to Google everything. We just stumble through content.
Trusting Wikipedia.
Exactly. Somebody said mango. Yes, it is. Yes.
Of course, it's tropical.
Well, yeah, I know it's tropical. But where do mangoes like? What's the primary like? South Florida. Is that tropical? Is Florida tropical? When I think of tropical, I think of like the Caribbean, like islands. Is Florida tropical or just hot? That's a valid question.
No, it is. It is. It's just
South America. That's tropical.
It's just sometimes I look at where my life has gone and the arguments that I'm in. Sorry, what were we saying? Yes, mango. South America. Delicious. Are you drinking anything else?
So I guess now I have to open up a second drink since you're now ahead of me and I can't have that.
What is that? Do you have a kitty cat lunchbox?
Oh, could you see the lunch bag? Yeah. Oh,
I do.
Oh, it's the audience doesn't see it because it's cut out of frame, so you're the only one that saw it. But Brendan kind of just sold me out here. People on the internet. This is an Instagram clip. So Brendan sold me the fuck out because Brendan sees a widescreen version. We see each other in a widescreen format, and then the system formats it into this what you see in the show.
Yeah.
I also like that this podcast or this live show is also like, here's how to do a YouTube show run by two dumbasses that don't know how to run a YouTube show.
No. Here's how not to do a YouTube show.
Here's how not to do YouTube.
Here's how not to do a YouTube.
This is one of my wife's lunch bags. It's got kitty cats on it.
That's adorable.
It's got pretty little kitty cats on it. So I always have to have something cold to keep beverages in. So I'm gonna do. What is that? What's Kiv?
That's a weird mascot where I work. If you know him, you know him. But that's a weird mascot where I work.
All right then. So I've got two beers. I'm gonna let you decide. I'm just gonna hold them up like kind of like this, and you pick.
I'm gonna go with the one that's under the word. I'm gonna go with the one that's under the word brewing.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Rheingeist Pretty Bird Pale Ale.
Pretty Bird.
This is a 5. Are you doing Dumb and Dumber?
That
Pretty
is a Dumb and
bird.
Dumber reference.
Pretty
I'm just
bird.
thinking about
You're
that
so
bird that's got the
quiet,
head taped
bird.
back on it.
You're
Our
so
birds'
quiet,
heads are falling off.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Oh my god.
So this is a 5.5% pale ale. Ryan Guy's
Yes.
Brewery out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's get this poured up here.
Stop supporting the Columbus Crew.
I can't participate in your soccer rivalries, sir.
I have
I love Columbus. I love too many things about the city of Columbus to have a problem with it over soccer. It's got a nice color to it, pale ale. It's got a nice little golden hue in there on that.
Beautiful.
board.
It blocks your face out completely. If you hold it up there, that's nice. Cloudy. Pretty bird. Pretty
Pretty bird. I probably shouldn't close my eyes and look upward. That's probably not like.
No,
Okay.
no. You
Yeah, I
shouldn't
probably
look like
shouldn't
Happy.
do.
You shouldn't look like Happy Undertaker.
Oh shit! Oh my god! People of the internet, we're gonna move on past this one. So,
What?
so back to Deadpool. So,
It was hilarious. It is great. It is what it is. You know you're gonna laugh. It's Ryan Reynolds. The man has better comedic delivery than 99.9% of the humans that have existed. I just don't get how everything he says can be delivered so fucking funny. Hugh Jackman, a beat. It's cameos galore. One of the cameos I don't understand still to how they got, and this person is going to be allowed to
Spoiler
do that.
alerts. Go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Ooh, I'm
Who's
gonna make
the
a
one-
name. Ooh, I'm gonna make a name for myself here.
No. I can see him completely being a cameo. The cameo I didn't understand is someone from the DC universe coming to the
Oh,
Marvel universe.
there was always a rumor that actor was going to play that character and take over that character when the current
Oh.
person who plays them leaves. This is an
Gotcha.
Instagram clip as well, by the way. So that's why that actor played that character in that one part, because that was always a conversation that person was going to play that character after the current person that plays that character decides they don't want to play that character anymore. But
The
now,
guy with the hair and the stuff over in the
yes,
place,
who used
smoking the thing.
who used to wear the cape.
Yeah, gotcha.
Exactly. That was
Yeah.
a rumor for years, and that was them kind of like cashing in on the joke behind it. I have to say,
But I can't do the joke I was gonna do.
the
I had some
comically-
glasses. I was.
the comically accurate version of Wolverine made me laugh so hard.
Oh, the little. Oh yeah.
A little short. I think
Uh,
we talk about this part. There's a
the dog.
short version of Wolverine.
I'm sorry. The dog kills me. That ugly dog with the tongue out.
Oh man.
But yeah, the thinking of fight choreography, that had to have been one of the most fun fights to do. I can't imagine how much fun they had choreographing that fight.
So
It was just unbelievable.
what I will say about that movie, I don't want to dive into the whole thing of like, I read comic books my entire life and here's all of the things they did that were right. Because I could that
Oh
would
yeah,
be an
I don't know.
entire
I don't know
episode.
anything about it.
But here's what I'll say. Every character, there were so many moments, so many things. The big main villain, I'm very surprised they used that
What?
person. Real
I
person.
made a noise.
A lot of people don't think that was an act. The real main character. They're like, oh, did they make that person up for the movie or the main villain? They're like, oh, did they make that person up? Like, no, that's a person from the comic books. It's just they made great choices in the little references they did, all the way down to, honestly, my favorite thing is Gambit in the entire fucking movie. Channing Tatum doing that fucking accent.
When I
is the
saw
most
it was
amazing
him,
fucking thing.
when I saw it was him, I went, damn it, this is going to be so dumb. 10 seconds later, I went, I need a Gambit movie. I mean, Gambit is a character that, unfortunately, I didn't know a lot because he wasn't done in a lot of TV shows, but I mean, a little bit. He showed up in the cartoons and things like that. But as a kid who was a magician and who could throw cards and stuff like that, every time I threw a card, I just wanted to be able to infuse it
You wanted it to be
with
pink.
all of the.
I want it to be pink and explode.
Oh, I just wanted it to just explode.
And that was something really beautiful about the tribute to the character they did for Gambit. I love Gambit as well. I think a lot of people that grew up in the 90s and watched X-Men and saw the cartoon have a
How can you
real
not?
love
What a
for
cool
that character.
fucking.
He's a thief. He's got a cool accent. He's got an
He
interesting
played
costume.
cards.
He had
He's
the
a
coat.
gambler.
He had the staff was interesting too.
The
How he chose a
staff.
staff over like a sword or anything like that. But also, there was always the talk of Channing Tatum was supposed to do the Gambit movie. It's kind of the same thing as the other thing, like how he talked about that one rumor in Hollywood that was supposed to happen, and that's why the actor was there. So it was a great reference of a movie that never happened, that got canceled before it got made. But
I was not aware of that.
Channing did such a great job. That's why it was in there. There's a real moment. Again, talking about a significant part of the movie, when Blade, Gambit, Elektra, X-23 all are together.
It made me want them to remake Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In that moment, that's all I could think about was Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the game.
Well, that's a tribute. Remember, think about it. That was showing. Here's a tribute and us ending all of these offshoot Marvel genres: the X-Men movies, the Blade movies, the Daredevil Ben Affleck movie, and that whole. That really
that's
was
a good
them.
point.
That was them taking all those characters and all of those sub movie, like those Sony and Fox
Elektra
movies,
kind of symbolized
shutting them off.
the TV series ones between the Deadpool. I nenever watched any of those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you showed me now one from not Deadpool. I meant Daredevil. I'll never forget. You showed me you showed me a couple very cool things. You showed me the fight scene in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then I believe you showed me something from the beginning of the Punisher series where someone was sniped across the border of a country or something.
Yeah, there's a moment in the beginning of the Punisher series where like somebody
Was that about the only? Now the way you say that now was the Punisher series not that great after all?
season one. Well, the Punisher was really good. Daredevil fell off at the end in the last season. That Daredevil really fell off. I never watched Iron Fist, and Luke Cage was okay.
I never
Jessica
watched Iron
Jones.
Fist.
Jessica Jones was the best in my opinion of all of those shows. I think Jessica Jones
Really?
was the most fun to watch. Jessica Jones had the most interesting characters, but they're bringing all of those characters back in a Disney Plus show, so that should be interesting. So we're gonna see all those Daredevil characters again. Yeah, Marvel's doing big things. Like you said, like comic book movies and TV shows have come such a long way. They really are. When you and I grew up, the big action movies that come out, like eventually you maybe get a Jurassic Park, and then you got Twister, and then maybe you got like this made up new genre over here. Really nowadays, I feel like we're waiting for Marvel and DC just to make their movies. I feel like they own like action movies and like big summer
Everything.
movies and like the idea of the movie you're gonna wait for. It's mostly their shit.
And speaking of Twister, I don't care about Twisters. Just to say, I don't.
I have no interest in seeing it.
I have no interest.
No desire. I love the original Twister so much. I watched that so many times as a kid. I had it on a VHS tape. It was just it was one of the first movies that made me feel like I was watching adult like adult movies, not just like a kids action superhero movie. No, like this is a cool like adult movie about like a tornado and storms. Like I love that movie.
Twister was cool.
Yeah,
it was a very cool movie. I'm not that excited for it. What I am excited for is something that is just rumored, but one of the main actors of the show says it's rumored, doesn't say it's rumored, say it's happening, and that would be the Orville season 4.
Is that that's the Seth MacFarlane?
Seth MacFarlane.
It's kind of Star Trek. I don't want to call it a parody, but kind of in the
It is
vein
an
of a
homage.
Star Trek universe. Okay,
I would truly
better
say it's an
term.
homage at this
I should have
point.
used that
Yeah,
term. Homage is a way better.
no, at this point, it's an homage because he truly, every time I watch an episode, it feels like Star Trek The Next Generation. And they're doing like emotional human stories and things that are like the first season or the first few episodes had a lot more of the humor in it. And then they found a fine balance for the humor and the real stories and the like, just the sci-fi, it's a universe that I could get into, new aliens to learn and things like I don't know. It's if you were ever a fan of Star Trek The Next Generation specifically, it reminds me so much of that. Even just the way that the final credit happens as the ship flies off and you just get the words created by Seth MacFarlane at the bottom or something like that. And there's just and the intros, the cold opens that lead into the show, like I can't say enough about it. I've just restarted it with the hopes that season 4 will happen. I am up to season 3. Between that and NASCAR, that has been my life. As embarrassing.
Where are
as
you
to
on
say.
actual Star Trek?
I'm not a Star Trek guy. I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Star Wars guy.
Okay. See,
Star Trek to me is Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay.
A couple of the movies, like maybe Wrath of Khan, the first of the new movies that's come out. I was just never a Star Trek guy. Yeah, I don't know.
It's more
Star
of the
Wars
books and the movies for me when it came to Star Trek. I was a library kid. I went to the library all the time with my mom and got books, and then Star Trek books were just there was a fucking ton of them. So I would get Star Trek books and Dragonlance books and like all these different fantasy.
Oh, Dragonlance! That's a throwback.
Was the shit.
That's a throwback. That's awesome.
That's
a good fantasy series.
What was the fantasy series where like the silver strands fell from the sky? And it was like about dragons or something. And like there was Dragon Quest or Dragon.
I wanted to say Dragon Quest, but I don't know if that's true or not.
You know what I'm talking about? It was like the Silver Strands series or
the
something.
The front of
like
the
that.
covers looked like you were getting a Dungeons and Dragons storybook or something.
Yeah, it was always a dragon flying through a really colorful sky.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It was always sunrise or sunset wherever this dragon was flying.
But that's a great way to put it. But most of what I did is as a kid for a couple of years, when I go to the library, I'd either get those books or like all of the Star Trek books or like a few of the Star Wars books that were like offshoots. Like I remember I read like 2 different books that were about Han Solo's adventures outside of the movies, and one book that was completely just like all adventures of like R2-D2 with other robots. It was like him and there was like the bounty hunter robot B808 or something like that. He had like a big tall like robot head. He always like he fought Boba Fett. No, B88.
Yeah.
Either way, it was like he met up with a bunch of the other robots that were known from the movies and like had.
I had a buddy who read a lot of those Star Wars books, and like he told me something about Chewie saving Han Solo and sacrificing himself while he held a moon up over his head or something stupid, and I went, no, that's not Star Wars.
They use the books as a lot of opportunities to build these backgrounds, societies, and characters. Like I remember, I didn't read them, but there was an entire series of books about the Wookiees. There was like an entire Wookiee book.
Wookiee book.
Wookiee book.
Wikipedia.
Coming this fall from 2 dudes wearing hats. Wikipedia and Wookiee book.
Wikipedia. What is the name of the planet the Wookiees are from? Okay, anyway, it's Kashyyyk. So, ow, sorry, I need to sit on my leg. I have that problem. I like to sit on my leg too much. It's from my mom. It's my mom's fault. She made me do that, I think.
Does this turn into like I got a big dick thing? I have to sit on
No.
my leg. ...
What?
Because my dick's huge. Something like that. No?
Where did you go with that?
I thought you were gonna. I thought it was the like opening to.
By the way, can I argue about something with you
segue.
right now? Let's argue about something in front of the people about this week's advertisement that you did.
This week's advertisement.
Did Brendan? I told you that I missed a news story. You took it as I missed the Cheez-It pop-up diner. I hate Cheez-Its. I'm going to establish that before we do this story. I hate Cheez-Its. I hate Goldfish. Goldfish made me hate religion. I want you to know that.
Hold on. You got to back it up. The people didn't read the notes. What?
The notes.
Explain.
No, they did. They did. We posted it as what's coming up this week on Thirsty Thursday. We're diving into. Did Brendan miss the Cheez-It pop-up with Cheez-It burgers and shakes? No, I didn't miss shit. I don't care about it. I didn't miss it. I missed the news story about it because I said news that Brendan missed. I find that to be. Don't put me in the Cheez-It category. That's going to cross the line.
What is your problem with Cheez-Its? I had a bunch of Cheez-Its today. They're delicious. I get the extra toasty ones. I like them to kind of taste like the burnt.
Fake cheese. That's fake cheese.
Fake cheese. All cheese is not. What qualifies real cheese versus fake cheese?
I want a piece of cheese, not some dried, crumbled bullshit that you have formed into a fake shape.
So you don't eat Cheetos?
What's that?
You don't eat Cheetos?
Cheetos are different.
How are Cheetos different? How the fuck are Cheetos different than Cheez-Its? They're fucking crackers.
They are fluffy and delicious. Cheez-Its are dry. It's like eating little pieces of slate.
Crunchy. And
it's like eating little pieces of slate
delicious.
And a horrible fake cheese flavor.
How many cheeses are you putting in your mouth at once?
My grandmother took me to a little church preschool and school and a very specific church place, school thing. Preschool, kindergarten, blah, blah, blah. I went to this church. And they always wanted to do goldfish for snacks. And it made me hate that church. I've never said anything like that to this day. Oh, God. So mad at religion over goldfish, trying to force them down my throat. Grandma Jessie, I'm so sorry.
You mean they would do that like instead of the Jesus cracker? Was that what they did for communion?
No. This wasn't Catholic. We weren't eating the body of our zombie savior.
Pause. More religions than Catholicism do. Like I went to a Baptist church.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was not participating in cannibalism of my zombie savior.
I agree. It's weird. I'm just saying they all do it. I don't know why. I don't know why you have to.
Body.
Like it would be nice to like. I'm gonna go to brunch after church. I don't like. Why I don't. Can I just like agree to the concept and not eat the cracker? Can I do that?
I don't like bullshitty fake cheese. Screw your goldfish crackers. I
thought this show was about to take the craziest turn. I thought you were about to go down. That's why I hate religion. It's because I didn't know you were going against fake cheese. I thought you were gonna take on like societal problems. Let
me tell you about religion. Anyway, no, let me tell you about something I'm really mad about. They wasted a pop-up restaurant on Cheez-Its. So I missed this story. This was a pop-up that happened, but it was a closed-down restaurant that was transformed into a diner called the Cheez Inn.
I love it. Cheez Inn. See, I'm a Cheez-It guy. I
knew you would. Dude, you're going to love this, but I think there's some things you would say it's too much.
The Cheez Inn. All right? I love the name, the Cheez Inn. I love kitsch.
Here's what it looked like. The Cheez Inn.
Oh, it's adorable. It's got the brand colors. It looks like cheese. Beautiful.
Now, they had an interesting menu.
Okay.
Number 1, the deluxe Cheez-It milkshake.
Pardon?
The deluxe Cheez-It milkshake. The creamy shake included actual Cheez-It crackers blended in, along with a caramel and crushed Cheez-It rim, whipped cream, sprinkles, chocolate sauce, and chocolate-dipped Cheez-It crackers.
So, why did they start with that? I'm starting to get a little hot. Why you leaning off with the Cheez-It chocolate caramel milk? First off, we're going to talk about this. That's too many
Anybody can find this,
items.
by the way. Anybody can find this article. It's on delish.com, and this reviewer is actually describing their experience. And the first thing, it even says the deluxe Cheez-It milkshake was the first thing delivered to our table.
Can you go through that item list again? So it's ice cream, Cheez-Its.
This creamy. She said, although I'm a girl that loves a salty sweet combo, I have to admit that the vanilla shake and cheese combination wasn't exactly calling to me. The creamy shake included actual Cheez-It crackers blended in, along with a caramel and crushed Cheez-It rim, whipped cream, sprinkles, chocolate sauce, and a chocolate-dipped Cheez-It cracker.
All right. So I think you could have gotten away. You could have sold the idea of a vanilla milkshake with like a little bit of crunched up like Cheez-It-y, like Cheez-It-ness. You know what I mean? Like a Cheez-It McFlurry. You could have
Cheez-It McFlurry.
Hear me out. You could have
Sounds
gotten
like a
away
rapper.
with that. That's my rap name. Cheez-It McFlurry.
Cheez-It McFlurry?
Cheez-It McFlurry.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Cheez-It McFlurry. Dropping his first rhyme. Doughball. Doughboy. Wait, I forgot.
It's Doughball. Doughball. You already forgot. See, you lost the comedy behind it. So I think you can get away with a cheddar vanilla combo because I'm sure you've heard of like the old put a slice of cheese on a slice of apple pie and melt it, like the old like diner gimmick. I
heard that.
I bet there's a world where like the two flavor combo of just the vanilla and the cheese, or maybe even like the caramel in there, could possibly work. But they're doing the caramel, the sprinkles, the Cheez-Its, the ice cream, the whipped cream. That's too much shit. I don't want a bunch of sugar and then a bunch of cheese.
Yeah.
Like chocolate and cheese, no thank you. And instead chocolate covered Cheez-Its, get the fuck out.
She said,
so
actually,
after I throw the milkshake at him, what else are they giving you?
She said, despite my hesitations, it was actually one of my favorite items on the menu.
You're a liar, ma'am.
The Cheez-It flavors were carefully balanced as to not overpower the sweeter notes, while the overall flavor profile reminded me of caramel and cheese Chicago mixed popcorn I grew up on.
So do you think they just barely put enough cheese in it to say they did?
Our next item is this one.
Is that what's the thing on top of the
The
burger?
That would be the extra cheeseburger, a perfectly grilled smash burger with a heap of Cheez-It pimento cheese, lettuce, pickles, and an extra big Cheez-It cracker on top. What you were seeing was a Cheez-It cracker the size of the bun that was then laid on there.
You can put that in my mouth right now. You're giving me a burger with Cheez-It pimento cheese.
Yes, it was Cheez-It pimento cheese.
I will bathe in Cheez-It pimento cheese. Put that in my mouth right now. Squirt. I will get on my knees and look up at you to get that Cheez-It pimento cheese squirted in my mouth. Yeah,
The big grilled cheese is a cracker-coated Texas toast filled with the same Cheez-It pimento cheese as the burger and a crunchy Cheez-It cracker crust.
I mean, that sounds like fair food. Okay, like that's the least weird thing to me out of everything you've said, because like that looks like if you went to like the fair and there was like a Cheez-It cart, like something they would do. Like, okay, you take a cheese sandwich and you crust it in Cheez-Its and you deep fry it. Okay,
I got two more for you. The mac and Cheez-It. The last on the list before dessert. The pasta was baked in a delicious and creamy white cheddar Cheez-It cracker sauce with Cheez-It cracker crumble on top that adds the perfect amount of texture. So what do you think would be for dessert?
Cheesy. Hold on. So they've already got a milkshake.
You almost had it.
I think it's not going to be ice cream related. I think it's going to be some kind of cookie, some kind of weird cookie or like a cake, a cheesecake.
A sweet and salty cheesecake with a Z, featuring a creamy cheesecake base with a Cheez-It cracker pie crust, caramel, and extra big Cheez-It crackers. Now, my favorite part of this whole story was nothing to do with the food. They have a jukebox that plays music, but it takes Cheez-Its.
What do you mean it takes Cheez-Its?
You can take Cheez-Its, and let's see if I got a picture. They actually are putting Cheez-Its in the machine, and the machine accepts Cheez-Its to play music.
What happens to but then it's going to get crumbs.
It doesn't matter.
But it's going to make crumbs. Are you ever worried the Whiskey Stone's going to break the glass?
I've had that thought.
That's a loud thunk. There's a loud thunk when you're tipping back that last sip of
I
whiskey
went with a
the
lot.
Whiskey Stone.
I went with a lot.
I'm about to say, you got, was that 5?
6.
6. Dang.
6.
Go big or go home.
I
So-
had 2 minutes where we were sitting here rushing, going, "Oh my gosh, we got to start!" And you heard me run and grab stones. I just handfulled them.
You'd think that we'd be professionals and be ready to go hours ahead of time, rehearse, like
What
prep,
time was I on
tracked,
tonight?
anything like that. You were on before I was for once.
I know.
Yeah. Go get yourself a cheese cookie.
Very disappointed in you.
And disappointed
very
in me. Disappointed in me. You're the one playing fucking NASCAR.
Why are you disappointed in NASCAR?
Because I
Listen,
can't take
here's
on
the thing.
another sports game. It has nothing to do with NASCAR.
I think I suddenly get it.
You figured out it's
It
left,
bog-
not right? What the fuck do you mean you suddenly get it?
It bothers me how much fun I'm having with it. So I'm doing a full career mode as Chase Elliott. We're gonna take the number 9 Napa car. That's
look
what
at
we got.
this.
I don't know what to do with my hands right now. So just what I've done is I've taken the races and I'm doing them at a quarter distance. So like I was doing a short track race. It was 121 laps the other day. Like my long track Talladega Speedway race is maybe 50 to 60 something laps. But if you also turn up the tire wear 4 times and the gas wear 4 times, you now are simulating a race at a quarter distance, and you have the same amount of pit stops and bullshit and wrecks and caution flags. And I'll tell you what, the first time I'm going 3 wide with a car on my right and a car on my left, and there's no room for error. If you bump somebody, like I went 50-something laps into a 60-something lap race, clipped somebody, hit the wall, and all of a sudden the screen goes DNF, did not finish. My time was wasted. My car was ruined. But there is nothing more satisfying than finishing the race A, but then top 5, oh yeah. But winning it, oh God, I just felt it. Never mind. So yeah, I don't know. I suddenly get NASCAR. I don't know if I can watch it. But man, being involved in it, especially if you switch to the inside the cab cam and it's like going and it's rattling on the corners. Oh man, it's so good. I don't know why I like it. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Where did this come from?
I have no idea.
Did you
It
fucking
came
fall in
from
a vat of
PlayStation
Mountain
Plus.
Dew or something? What the hell just happened? You said 3.
Fall in a vat of Mountain Dew.
3. You're 3 wide and a half
I'm
quarter. A track.
going
on
real fast and real
where?
left, man. I'm going fast and left.
Apparently, people on the internet. Apparently, if you're not first, you're fucking last. According to
PlayStation
Brendan.
Plus, it's on there right now.
I might
NASCAR
have to get it just so I can yell yeehaw in my fucking room.
Ye fucking haul. Drift with me. Be my draft partner.
We might have to
You want to do a
some Mario
shot
Kart.
and play some games?
We might have
Bob
to do a
says
shot.
he's playing Switch Sports.
Get outta here.
Bob bought a 2 something today that makes me not want to play him in Switch Sports anymore.
He bought a what?
He bought a 250 something, I think, today. I don't know. He's on Switch Sports. What are we gonna do tonight? Some Mario Kart? Some?
We'll figure that out on the
Oh,
next
God.
stream. People of the internet, we're gonna do a shot. I'm gonna let you pick my shot.
Oh man.
Oh, hold on. Actually, we can get even more crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's
So
get
should we talk about
nuts.
the new show at all? Should we start like
Slip on a
teasing
purple
things?
banana. So we got
We did announce this week. We officially announced this week.
yeah. We've got one more Thirsty Thursday that we're gonna do in 2
One more.
weeks, and then the week after that we start the new show. We've got some fun things planned. I think we've kind of already said a couple times, people on the internet, this has been a playground testing area in Thirsty Thursday over the past several months.
Yeah, we're fucking around.
There's gonna be to the point where we've got people in the chat retracting their messages. We're so terrible. People make comments and then delete their comments. But I
Wait, what
digress.
happened? What did I miss?
I don't know, but it was a retracted message. But anyway, so in 3 more weeks we're gonna be kicking off the new show September 5th.
Oh, it was
Make
shake and
sure-
bake, and it was a good message. It was
Make
fun.
sure that you follow when we drop the page. It's not live yet. It'll be live here soon. Go to 2dwh.com. That's going to be the web address. We're going to have links to YouTube, Twitch, all the things. We got some cool ideas. It's going to be a fucking party. So make sure you join in on
We're
that.
gonna have a Discord channel. We're gonna have we're gonna have everything. And the
Everything.
things that I just committed us to that Mike doesn't want to handle, I have a feeling he's gonna dump on me. So we will have those things.
There's going to be certain things that are actually, it might be hilarious the amount that Mike takes his hands off of certain things that Mike has. Mike will let Brendan completely handle. So I'm going to pull these shots up. I'm going to let you pick my shot bottle.
I have a feeling there's going to be a definite video versus audio difference in who's going to be handling things that involve video clips versus who's handling things that involve a lot of audio. I only have 2 for you.
Black.
We're black?
I was going to go
I'm
red,
very-
and then I went black last moment.
Very mad you chose it because I'm really not excited about Rams Point.
Ooh! I can vouch for Rams Point. It's delicious.
Can you?
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
delicious.
a big. I don't mind peanut butter, but I don't know if I want peanut butter as a whiskey. This is a 70 proof, 35% alcohol peanut butter whiskey made with natural flavors and a caramel color. Hold yours up a little higher so I can see what I got going on.
There's a shiny black, 2 not shiny blacks. Oh, what? That doesn't sound right.
I'm thinking the shiny black above the white one, the one that's the black one at the top all the way. Yeah, that one right there.
All right.
Why do you always have to drop your hands? As a magician, it bugs the fuck out of me.
Because
me
that's
more-
why. Because I was gonna drop a bunch of them. That's
You
why.
notice how easy I can do things with my
You're
hands?
holding
and stuff like
2.
that?
I'm holding 6.
No.
I gotta
Whatever.
pick it back up off the floor. It's down by the carpet now. Ow. There we go.
That's where he switched it. He switched
Nope.
it.
I'm putting the
Bob
others
also
away.
said he'd help. Bob, we'll find a way to put you to work, bud.
Yeah. Somebody's got to talk to people on the internet. God knows I don't want to.
You move back to town, you're going to be the show's bouncer. What was your liquor, bud?
Evan Williams Black Label.
Oh, nice. You lucked out.
86 proof.
That's what you usually drink.
Bourbon whiskey. Well, here, hold on. I'll switch it. Fine.
No,
We'll play a little
don't
game.
worry about it.
I'm gonna grab. No. Hold on. We're gonna change it up then. All right. Pick one of these 3. Swoop, boop, boop.
Get rid of the black one on the left. Yeah, do the other black one. Get rid of the white one and do the other black one.
Ooh. Rebel.
Oh, Rebel.
Used to be Rebel Yell. Apparently they
Oh, did it really?
yeah, the Rebel Yell just truncated the name.
The one
And
that tastes the best? In the midnight hour.
more.
She cries more. With the Rebel, yeah!
That is one of the best. I'm a big fan of the end of guitar riffs, and that has one of the best ones. Like, it's just those three notes. So I got Rebel Whiskey.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
People on the internet.
This is so peanut buttery. No.
We're gonna do this shot. We're gonna close this show down. Brendan and I are
I'm
gonna
not
take
gonna-
a moment, and then we're gonna jump on and play some Nintendo Switch here shortly. We'll be jumping on and playing some video games. You don't look like you're doing well. What? Hold on, I forget. Do you have like a peanut butter hate?
I like peanut butter, but there's no reason for it to be in liquid booze form. And this doesn't smell like I'm going to have a happy night. So I'm going to say bye now because my face is going to be contorted and I'm going to be doing that thing I do when I hate shots.
It's gonna be contorted. His face gonna be contorted. His face is gonna be
Contorted.
so contorted. All right.
It's like I'm back in New York again.
It's back in New York
All
with a
right.
contorted face.
New York and contorted face. I'm going to slam your head off
Put
the wall.
the whiskey in your mouth and your contorted fucking face. All
So
right.
when you see us go live again, we're going to be playing some games, maybe some Mario Kart, maybe, I don't know, I'm sure it'll involve Mario. He's got a grasp on everything.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
Cheers.
Nope. Nope.
Taste
No.
like whiskey. Taste
Tastes like bad coffee.
whiskey.
No,
Wait, coffee.
I don't like coffee.
We're gonna have to get into that
That's
one day.
coffee.
You know, I have a Funko Pop sitting right. We were talking about Funko Pops. There's a little bit extra part before we close the show out for people.
I'm sad.
I bought 4 Funko Pops the other day.
My heart hurts.
I returned 3. Because once again, going through my thing where I'm like, I don't need every Funko Pop. I'm actually also now getting into a phase where I don't need multiple of characters. I'll buy Stone Colds all day, Bret Hart's all day. But I realized I didn't need another Seth Rollins. I didn't need a second Lex Luger. So I returned a bunch of the ones out of the new line. I only kept one Funko Pop. Do you want to guess what new Funko Pop wrestling character I kept?
I have one Funko Pop wrestling character. Well, I only have one Funko Pop in general. And I think you know who that is.
Sheamus?
No.
Why don't I know this? Did I buy it for you as a gift? No.
I think you did.
Wait. I'm drawing a
I'm
blank.
pretty sure you did.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's Bray.
Oh! Shit. I didn't get you that.
You
I
sure?
got you, bro. Maybe.
Pretty
I
sure
don't
you
know.
did.
Maybe I did.
I definitely remember you handing me a present and rubbing my thigh and saying, "This is for your silence."
Why did you
We're gonna
put
do
rubbing
the
your thigh in
podcast."
there? I rubbed no thigh. It was Dominic Mysterio. You ruined my whole bit.
I'm so sorry.
Draw it
my bad.
out. I had a
My
whole
bad.
thing. I was gonna
I'm so sorry.
boo
You got Dominic Mysterio? Why'd you get Dominic Mysterio?
because he's funny.
No.
Funny. It's like
Ah.
every once in a while you get like the Dominic Mysterio. You get the Guy Fieri Funko Pop. You get like look. I have Guy Fieri here. I've got the guy from the Cholula, not Cholula, Tapatio. The guy from the Tapatio label.
Okay. You have a collection problem.
I do. That's why I said I'm limiting the things I'm buying.
I have Guy Fieri. Oh, I got the guy from the Cholula bottle.
Exactly. That's why I know I have a problem. I have a bunch of wrestling characters. I have a bunch of hockey players. I have comic book characters. I have people off of bottles of hot sauce. You want to talk to me about money problems, bitch? I'm joking.
I'm proud that your wife chose to marry you.
Disposable income's a fucking crazy thing, people of the internet. Once again,
man.
this has been Thirsty Thursday. I'm trying to get the stand back on these things. Funko, if you ever see this video, make your stands easier to put back on your Funko Pop figures.
And he'll start collecting 500 more.
This has been Thirsty Thursday. Make sure you once again tune in. Go and be ready for Two Dudes Wearing Hats starting September 5th on YouTube and
4
Twitch
days
Live.
after my birthday.
It's
I'm
going
gonna
to
have
be
some
his
cake on the
birthday.
air.
We're going to eat cake.
Are we?
It's going to be a party. I don't know. We'll figure it out then. People on the internet, we're going to get off here and we're going to play some video games. Say bye.
Bye.